What we're going to do today to practice some really good trivia for the FCE first certificate paper is play a Kahoot, because I think that's a really good way to play, learn and watch all at the same time. Let's put host live. No, we're going to play solo. It's a good way for practicing by themselves. I'm sure you all know Kahoot. It's a really good game, but it's underrated as a study tool for practicing stuff by ourselves. It's not just for playing flags and all that. It's also good for the exam. Dan333 is my usual name. Let's see how we do. Okay. Cambridge FCE trivia. 3. First question, I'm a bit nervous. How long does the whole exam last for? 4 hours, 3.5, 3 hours. I think it's 3.5 hours. Yes. 3.5 hours in total for the whole exam. How many parts are in the reading use of English paper and how many minutes does it last? That's easy. There's 7 parts because there's 4 use of English, 3 reading. It takes about 11 minutes. How long does it last in total though? 1 hour, 15 minutes. Oh shit, sugar. I didn't do it in time. I knew that. So there's 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 use of English, 5, 6, 7 reading, and there's 75 minutes or 1 hour, 15 minutes in total. Next. How many parts does the writing paper include and how many minutes do you have to complete it? Well, there's 2 parts for the writing, isn't there? So that's easy because only one of these answers is 2, so it has to be 80. There's 2 parts. The obligatory part 1, the optional part 2, although it's not really optional. And we have 40 minutes for each part, which gives 80 minutes in total. I'm in 4th place. How many parts does the listening paper have and roughly how many minutes does it last? Well, does it have 4, 3, 5 or 6? It has 4 parts, therefore there's only one possible option. 4 parts, 40 minutes in total. The listening has part 1, like talking about some different situations. Part 2, where you have to listen for specific information and complete the gap. Part 3, match up, and part 4, an interview with one person. We'll do a listening soon. Okay, next one. Are you allowed to write and make notes on the test itself or only on the answer sheet? On the answer sheet only on the test. You had better ask Tim. Of course, on both. Yes, you're allowed on both. Obviously on the computer-based exam, no, but on the paper-based exam, we can write notes on both. 6 out of 10. Which 3 parts of the reading were double? 3 parts of the reading and use of English paper were double points. I know it's like part 1, 3 and 6, isn't it? Which are worth 3 points, or they're all worth double points. Oh no. So it was part 4, 5 and 6, which is it's so I have to say, if Cambridge is listening to this video, which I highly doubt, the mark scheme is ridiculous. So part 4, 5 and 6, which is one part of the use of English, 2 parts of the reading, they're both worth double points. Why? Can anyone like to tell me why they're actually worth double points? What the heck is the point to be worth double points? It's so complicated. We'll do a video on the overall scoring, but to be honest, I don't really know. It's from 180 points, blah, 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 blah. We'll do a video on that. Next. In part 1 of the writing, how many options are you given to write about in part 1? Well, this is a trick question because part 1 is obligatory essay. You're not giving any choice. Therefore, it must be 1. Exactly. Part 1, it's an essay. We have to write informal register and we have to do what it says. We don't have any choice in the essay. Okay, a couple more questions. In part 2 of the writing paper, how many options are you given? This is part 2 where we have like review, article, proposal, letter, email, but every year we only have 3 options. We have to know what they all are, but every year we only have 3 of them. Okay, next, couple more questions. I'm in 4th place. My goodness, because I got 1 question wrong. Dan 33. In part 2 of the writing, how many of the 3 options do you need to choose? As I said, we have 3 options. Do I choose just 1 or 3, 2, or do or not? There is no try. We have to choose one of them. And we'll do some videos about which are the different options, what's good and bad about them. Okay, and final question. What time must I arrive at Tech CCM on Saturday, October 13th for my exam? Well, let's say the exam is at 9. That's just a guess. Right at 9? No. 8:45, even that's too late. 9:15? No. Therefore, it has to be 8 o'clock, an hour before the exam. Okay, and now let's see. What did I didn't even get on the blooming highlight on the podium. Well, I hope you enjoyed this really simple and quick video about some FCE exam general trivia. Stay tuned for lots more video. Thanks for watching. Bye.